dedicated to the more than 56,000 young women who were sent to Magdalene institutions for penance and rehabilitation between the years 1922 and 1998, and the children who were taken from them. Back on the cinema scale, today we are having a first look at the film Small Things Like These. The film stars Cillian Murphy from Oppenheimer, Quiet Place Part 2, and Inception, which were fantastic movies for him. It's directed by Tim Mylant, whom also directed Will, Patrick, and 2 episodes of the TV series The Responder. It's based on the 2021 novel by Claire Keegan, which won the 2022 Orwell Prize. The movie is also dedicated to the true story of what happened at the Magdalene Institution in the 80s, in which corpses were found on the property of this religious property. And as a result, the Irish government felt the need to pay over 36 million euros to the families of individuals whom were affected by these victims in the year 1993. The movie is a drama suspense, and that's what you get in this particular movie. From the moment the movie starts, you are invested in the character that Cillian Murphy plays, Bill Furlong. Interestingly enough, he plays a father to 5 girls, married man, uncertain of his ways. He's distraught. He's out of tune with life. There's some disorientation with his character. And so it's unique to see Cillian in this role because I've never seen him play a father before, but he does it really well. He loves his daughters, and that's evident in the movie, but you can see that he's struggling with something. And so throughout the film, there are switches in connection with his present life, the things that he's currently going through, the traumas that he's been through in life. You see that in the present time, the aftermath of those traumas. And then you get a glimpse of his childhood, things that he may have wanted but didn't get or weren't able to get, and the tragic circumstances regarding his mother. And so he's dealt with some trauma, like he's really got some things going on with him. But despite that, he tries his best to hold it down. He's a business owner. He's a coal merchant. And so in the movie, he sells coal to a variety of different contracts. And one of those contracts is a convent of nuns. Everyone gets the chills when they hear the word nuns. Well, I'm one of them. On one of his deliveries, he encounters a young girl whom is clearly being abused by these women. And so now he's trying to get to the bottom of things by wrestling with his conscience and the popular opinion of others. So throughout the film, you have others kind of trying to steer him in a different direction and helping him to understand that this is the nun's world and you don't really want to get caught up with them because they can hinder your girls from progressing in all of their secular endeavors. And so this is where he's at, this noble father of 5 girls, knowing that one of his contracts that he delivers to is abusing girls. How can he lay down and get a good night's sleep and still be able to be that good father, knowing that there are girls out there being abused? There was one thing in particular that I loved about giving homage to a circumstance like that. The mother says to him, his wife, she says to him, if you want to get by in this life, there are some things you are going to have to learn to ignore. And I thought that was powerful because that's really the essence of the movie. Like, what is the theme here? It's a drama suspense, but the movie's foundation is really the small things like these, as it were. It's about those small things that go unnoticed by other people, but those small things affect the lives of others so drastically. So if someone's having a bad day and we don't notice that they're having a bad day, that seems like a small thing, but it is a vital thing in that individual's life. There were some great still shots in this movie, awesome cinematography, really strong directorial presence in this movie. There were scenes where he's driving the truck, his work truck, delivering this coal, and then they have a cameraman on the back of the truck filming these shots, filling all of those bumps as he's driving. You're able to be engrossed in the film. The tragic thing about it, though, is a lot of the dialogue is missed. So there are many scenes that are undertoned with whisper, so you can't always hear what they're saying. And then in my area, AMC is only playing this movie once every day. Runtimes are usually 4 o'clock, 4:30, or 5 on different days. The other day when I checked it, there was a feature to be able to watch this movie with subtitles. And I definitely recommend that you guys do that because you will miss so much of the essence of the film if you can't understand what they're saying. They are from Ireland, so they use Irish accents and Irish terminology, culture terminology, which can make it different for someone like us to be able to understand the movie, but you can get a grasp of what's going on, a lot enough to connect with this particular character, this right and wrong struggle that he's dealing with. Because there were no other formats, I saw the movie in a basic format, but you do feel involved in this movie. I will say that you do feel involved with this movie. It's a family movie. It's a feel-good movie. It's also a story of grief. It focuses on how our past can affect who we are today, and if we're going to make choices moving forward based on our past. I do think that this movie is an awareness movie, so you can't go into it thinking that you're going to have a just straightforward film, but there's just a lot of homage throughout this movie. So you're not really getting the entire story element, but you're really getting the feeling and emotion of what someone may be going through at that time and how it affects us today. So guys, that was Small Things Like These. It's been characterized as dark, serious, and gripping. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment box. This movie really reminded me of The Sounds of Freedom. Look on my YouTube page for it. Subscribe to this video and let me know if you saw this movie and want to keep sharing and spreading this movie to other people. Catch you on the next review, guys.